He's had a lot of matches, since that first meeting too, and Ohio State's a Big Ten team, and they're gonna put together a tough schedule. So he's seen a lot of tough opponents throughout the way.
Yeah, I mean, you learn so much that freshman year. It's amazing how much week in, week out, you make those adjustments. You get constant feedback on, are the things you're doing, is it working? What are you improving on every weekend? Pfarr with a real nice drag attempt there. Wasn't able to quite get the angle where he can get to the lay. This is a big night too for Brett Pfarr. I mean, senior day. It's a pretty special thing. You've been here. You've been in this program for so long, and Moore's in deep on a high crotch. Brett trying to sit the corner.
Tough situation for most wrestlers, but for Pfarr, he's always proven that he can score from these. And,
absolutely, he's working
just
on
right
out.
there. He just kind of inches his way behind, and
yeah, he's good. He can scramble so well.
It's so frustrating for an opponent. When you get in that deep and you think you're about to score, and somebody just snakes it right from you.
Right, takes kind of your shot and uses it against you.
Pretty impressive, freshman campaign for Kollin Moore, though.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's up to number 4 in the country right now, and he's definitely earned it. He's beat a lot of good wrestlers, and even some of his losses outside of really the match with Pfarr in Vegas have been. He doesn't lose bad to anybody. He's close. He's in every match.
Having Tony Nelson, I mean, both programs at the upper weights are ridiculous year in and year out.
Kollin Moore does a real good job there, getting his hips moving, doesn't sit underneath, up and out for one. Another drag attempt by Pfarr, just misses the leg.
Nice little high step there by Moore.
30 seconds in the period.
You get to that point where it's like all we've got left is two really fun tournaments, a Big Ten tournament, NCAA tournament, and you just kind of get a little bit of extra bounce in your step.
Right. And it's obviously a time where you can recognize the seniors who have went through the battle the last 5 years, sometimes 4, but most of the time it's a 5-year campaign for them. Every freshman class has there's 10 to 15 kids that sign and come in with the class, and then there's it tends to be 5 or 6 along the way that can stick it all the way out.
Again, Kollin Moore does a good job of getting hips moving. Gave Brett a little bit of a scare there, putting him on his back, but I think Brett was pretty content to just give up the one. So 2-2 now. Riding time's just 45 seconds for Pfarr right now.
I think Pfarr's doing a little bit better job moving his feet from outside the stance, and Moore's just a little bit more flat-footed on it, which is allowing Pfarr to get in on those shots.
He's in deep, got the leg up. Moore's trying to stay with that whizzer. Now Moore's trying to turn this into a scoring opportunity for him. Brett's getting head high. He's going to get the takedown on the edge of the mat there.
He's going to work for back points, too. He has that.
Yep, got that Turk. Riding time almost at a minute now for Pfarr.
Again, Brett's ranked second in the country, and Moore's ranked 4th. Going for some swipes.
Yeah, he's close.
30 seconds in the period.
You can score. You can get a fall even outside the mat as long as one part of either wrestler is inside the circle. $17 to go. Brett's he's doing a good job of knowing where he's at here on the mat.
Keeping that foot
keep
on.
that foot in, yep. And Moore's going to get one right at the end of the period. So, we talk about this on almost every duel. Scoring at the end of those periods is a real big thing. So the second period's going to end. 4-3 lead for Pfarr will be his choice. He's got 1:37 of riding time. Yeah, Brett's up and out. So 5-3 lead now. 1:31 on riding time. I don't think that's going to stay. I think we're going to see another takedown between one of these two. This time Moore does a good job of getting the angle right away. Yep.
Right there.
Yep. Didn't kind of stay in front. He did a good job of getting an angle, running that corner. Pfarr's up and out, so it's 6-5 now.
Yeah, that was a nice leg shot by Moore, and then getting the angle and throwing that leg in to secure that takedown.
You have to finish quick on a guy like Brett Pfarr because he's gonna, he doesn't look at that as a defensive, just try to stop you from scoring. It's when you're in on his leg, he's trying to score himself.
Yeah. It was a pretty good wake-up call for Pfarr too, because he was up and out right away.
There's a stall warning on Kollin Moore just for the, you can't back straight off the mat there.
So Pfarr, a Minnesota guy, originally from Minnesota, and Moore, respectively, Ohio guy as well.
Yep. Thirty seconds to go. Brett doesn't have a stall warning yet. Moore's in deep on this leg. Riding time is assured now.
So very good job by Pfarr to circle back in and not get hit.
Yep. If you were to just kind of allow him to be pushed out there, he'd give up that stall call. Moore's in on a leg, but Pfarr's going to
kind of just clamp him down right there.
Going to this front head. He's going to hold on for the win. Add the riding time point. It's going to be a 7-5 win for Brett Pfarr on senior day here. Give the Gophers 3 team points. Make the team score 3-0 after one.